Good morning everyone, how are we doing? Welcome to another fishing video. Today is Saturday the 1st of March. We are in March already, can you believe it? This year is flying by. I have only been fishing once this year. I went right at the beginning of February with G. We went to Lowestoft Pier, freezing cold day, and I caught absolutely nothing. I absolutely blanked. We was only there 3-4 hours, but I caught absolutely nothing. I need to go fishing. It is currently 6:30 in the morning. I finished work half hour ago. I finished work at 6 o'clock this morning. I've quickly come home. I've made myself a cup of tea, bacon sandwich. I've got work again tonight at 6 o'clock tonight. So I'm only going to be a short session down there. I'm only going to have a short session down there. You can tell I'm tired, can't even speak. Literally 2-3 hours, but I need to hit the beach. I have not been fishing for so long. I just need to hit the beach. I was thinking last night, right, get down there today, do a bit of fishing. Weather, right, there's no wind, which is good for Norfolk, and there's no rain, which is good, but it's foggy and misty, real thick fog. I'm hoping once that sun comes up, the sun sort of burns through it and it breaks the fog up a little bit. I'm only fishing local. Obviously, I'm only going for a couple of hours. I'm going to Great Yarmouth Central Beach. We normally do North Beach, we normally do South Beach. We've only fished Central Beach a couple of times, so I'm going Central Beach. That is the plan of action. Because it's a last minute decision, I've got no worms, I literally got squid, that's all I've got. I've got squid base today, but we'll just see what happens. Loads of dabs have been coming out, that's all reports have been, dab, 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 dab. I'm hoping now, a few whiting are starting to show, dogfish are starting to show, rays, a few bass. I know G has had a couple of species out. He went down to Shingle Street last weekend, the weekend before, he took the camper van down and he done a night fish down there and he had a nice flounder out. So yeah, that is it. Right, I am going to tuck in to my bacon sandwich. Toasted bacon sandwich with brown sauce and a cup of tea. Absolutely nothing better. Right, I'm going to demolish this. Talking with my mouth full. I'm going to demolish this. I'm going to start getting all my bits together, get my stuff ready, get down the beach. I'm hoping to be there for about 7 o'clock-ish. So I will see you when we're on Central Beach, Great Yarmouth. Right. Let's demolish this. Right, it is 5 to 7. I've just arrived down where I'm parking up. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but the temperature there is 0 degrees. Literally 0. Am I brave or am I mad? Fog is still about. It's still a little bit misty. Not as bad as it was when I drove home from work this morning though. When I come home from work, it was really thick. Like really thick. At the moment, it's not too bad. Right, I am literally just on the seafront right here. That is the pleasure beach where the rides are. Right in between where the pleasure beach is and the other side, I believe that's Sarah's tea rooms, and that side, there's a little alleyway that goes straight down there. And that takes you can't see it because of the fog and the mist, but that takes you straight to the beach. So this time of year, this is all free parking. From the 31st of October until the 1st of April, all the seafront in Great Yarmouth is all free parking, all the way along, which is quite good. If you come in outside of those times, then literally, just at the end of my finger, there's a little roundabout, do a left, and that is free parking there. Right, let's get everything out of the car. I'm gonna get my boots on, get my bib and braces on, get my hat on. Let's get down to the beach. Come on, let's do this. Let's go and get some fish. Come on. Hey. Right, there we go. It is 7:15. I'm about to do my first cast. I'm only using the one rod. I just brought the one rod down. Like I say, I'm only going to be here for like 2-3 hours. Then I need to get home and get some sleep before night shift tonight. So one rod. We have got a 3-hook flapper rig. Like I said, I bought no worms because I didn't even know I was coming till sort of last night. I was at work thinking I need to go fishing. So we have got squid baits. We got a 3-hook flapper, 2 up, 1 down. So we got squid up there, we got squid on the middle, and then right down here below the weight, we have got squid down there. Right, I'm going to cast this out. How the cast is going to go, I do not know because I cannot even feel my fingers. By the time I've put all that on, do you know what? I'll put an ice block in my bait bag to keep the squid cold. An ice block, it's 0 degrees. Right, oh, sun's trying to break through though. I said that, as soon as the sun breaks through, I think we'll be alright with that mist and fog. Right, let's get this in the water. Come on, no time to waste. I can't even feel the fishing line on my finger. Right, that's it, we are out there. I couldn't even feel the line against my finger when I let it go. I couldn't even feel it. Fingers are numb. Right, I need to stop this recording, get my hands in my pockets, warm my hands up a little bit. So like I said, it's 7:15. High tide is 9:30. So that's going to come up this sand and come up to where these stones are. So I've at least got to see it out till high tide, then I've at least got to do the 2 hours till high tide, maybe an hour after high tide. We'll just see how we go on, see what we're catching, see what comes out. I've got a feeling first fish that's going to come out are going to be dabs. Like I say, the catch reports all along have been dab. That's all the catch reports have been. G's not done too bad. Like I say, I think he's on about 5 species. He pulled a bass out. I mean, a bass was about the size of a goldfish I had when I was 10 years old, but it's still a bass. It still counts, doesn't it? And he's had a flounder out, and he had a rocklin out, I believe, as well. He had a rocklin, so he's off the mark. My species hunt for 2025 so far is 0, but that is going to change today. Species hunt 2025, it is changing today. I'm going to get at least 5 species ticked off that list today. I'm catching you up, G, I'm catching you up. Right, hands in the pockets, keep an eye on that rod. Come back when we got a fish. Well, I'll come back when we got a dab. Pretty sure we're going to get a dab. Dab. Right, see you guys in a bit. Well, I'll just had a little reel in, check the bait. It's been out there for about 15-20 minutes. No movement on the tip of the rod whatsoever, absolutely none. But I thought I'd have a reel in to check the bait. Bottom hook, squid had been stripped. Squid was still on the top hooks. A little bit of seaweed coming, not loads of it, not loads, just a little tiny bit on where the knots are. But, I mean, this is obviously the tide line where these stones are. And there's no signs of weed along here at all. So last night's high tide didn't bring any weed up. There's weed further back here, but that's not from last night's high tide. I don't know when that was. That's obviously come up at some point. Caused that little ridge along there as well. Brought loads of weeds up. Loads of these cuttlefish shells. Absolutely loads of cuttlefish shells. Look, size of some of these. I think the old, I think you've got budgies and parrots and things like that. I think they like the old cuttlefish shells. But there's no way that was last night. I mean, you've got to think 2 hours is high tide. There's no way that tide's getting from there to there in 2 hours. Absolutely no way. Like I say, it's literally going to come up like where I'm standing. But yeah, so saying it stripped that bottom bit of squid off. Probably crabs, more than likely. Like I say, it's very sandy. North Beach, Great Yarmouth, if you don't know the area, is a very sandy beach. Very sandy, so it does attract the crabs. Sun is really trying to break through out there now. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up through the mist, but the fog seems to be getting a little bit thicker than when I first got here. It's really coming in now. Like I say, these cameras never do the weather justice. You can have the best sunset, the best sunrise, the best moon at night, but these cameras never do like the weather justice. So I don't know what the camera's picking up, if it's showing how thick the fog is. I mean, that there in front of me is Wellington Pier. I'm only about 200-300 yards from the pier, and you can barely see it, and I can just about see the wooden structures on the end. But I'm hoping once that sun gets a little bit higher, it gets a little bit warmer, it burns a little bit of this off. The sea's not too bad, it's very calm. Very calm. There's 0 wind on this beach, 0. Like I say, absolutely ideal for flatfish, rays, if there's any rays about, flatfish, you know what I mean, dabs, flounders, anything like that. But like I say, we just have to see. But that had been out there for about 15-20 minutes and not even a nibble. But I'm only using squid bait today. There's no worms out there. Worms are a good bait. They're a good attractor because obviously they wriggle around, they move around, they attract the fish. But obviously by the time I decided I was actually going to go fishing, it was too late to sort of get any worm this morning. I think Galston Tackle Centre opens at 8:30. I think even Billy Seaman, I think in Tackler's Den, I don't think he even opens till 7:30. Like I say, I was down here at 7 o'clock. I just wanted to get down here, get some bait in the water, get a couple of hours in, and then get home, get my head down, get some sleep, and then night shift tonight. I believe G is going fishing tomorrow. I'm not sure where he is going, but he did say yesterday he was going to go fishing tomorrow. I'm not sure where. I'm hoping to go again Monday. I'll speak to G a bit later. I'll see if he's up for a bit of fishing on Monday. We have got a good week of weather this week. Like I say, it's been so hard for me to go fishing. What with working, I work like 60 odd hours a week. And the last few weeks, every time I've actually had a day off, it's either been 50-60 mile an hour winds or absolutely chucking it down with rain. It's just been ridiculous. I've just not had a chance to get down the beach. Like I say, G's been down here a couple of times. He's managed to get a couple of sessions in. but I've just not had the chance to get down here. But looking at the weather for the week ahead, it's not looking like any wind, any rain, nice and calm. So hopefully, like I say, hopefully get back down fishing Monday. Me and G have got a little trip planned. If you watched G's fishing experience, you'd have seen that him and his other half, they went down to Shingle Street in the camper van. They fished Balsley Beach. I think it was more on the estuary. I think you could pretty much see Felixstowe, the other side of where they were fishing. He was fishing down there. Right, we've got a little trip planned for the beginning of April. A really good friend of G's has got a boat up in Scotland, up on one of the locks. So we're thinking of going up in the camper van to see him for a couple of days, fishing the locks for a couple of days, and then on the way back, fish down that east coast. Yeah, Scarborough, Hull, like, yeah, that sort of Yorkshire coast coming down there. I believe the EOBC, European Opens, that is in a couple of weeks' time. So by the time we're coming down there, we should have some pretty good catch reports of what is coming out. And even this time of year now, they still pull cod out along there. I know he doesn't watch my channel, I absolutely know, but Jimmy Willis, a massive fan, I'm a Jimmy Willis fan, I watch all his fishing videos. Last year in the EOBC, he pulled a nice cod out, or codling as people call it, but for me that was a cod. That was a nice cod he pulled out. So they are around. So hopefully, like I say, we've only got, what, 4 weeks and we're going up there? So hopefully when we're heading back down, doing that Yorkshire coast, hopefully there's still a few cod around there. But we'll just have to see. But I've booked it off work, I've put the request in, that's come back, it's all booked off. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But that should be quite good. Couple of days up in Scotland, couple of days on the east coast. We're in the camper van. It's going to be like, I don't know, it's going to be like saying that at Breaking Bad, I think. Me and G in the camper van for 5 days, 6 days. We're staying in that camper van for 6 days. And the thing is, G is an early riser. Whenever we go away, when we do the holiday parks, last year we went Devon, the year before we went Dorset. Oh my God, G's up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. You sort of hear him, but because you're in a camper van, you're in your own bedroom, you can like sort of doze off and fall back to sleep. I'm not going to be able to fall back to sleep in a camper van, am I? Because as soon as G's walking around, I mean, he's going to be touching me feet and touching me hands, and do you know what I mean? We're in a camper van, so there's no getting away from him, is there? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That should be a good one, though. That should be a good one. We're watching a few YouTube videos at the moment to get a few ideas of where to go fishing up Scotland way. Is it Yarmouth? I think I was looking at Yarmouth, but it looked quite a rocky location, and there was a place a little bit further down. It was more sort of harbour fishing, but yeah, we're definitely looking at a couple of Scottish locations to fish, and then, like I say, on the way back down, yeah, we're going to be hitting Whitby and Scarborough, and yeah, do some good Yorkshire. Some good Yorkshire East Coast fishing. Right, I want to put the camera down, put my hand in my pocket, because my hand is going a numb. Keep an eye on this rod. I just need it to move. If a fish takes any of that bait, like I say, there's absolutely zero wind. The rod tip is not moving. If a fish takes it, there's going to be no discrepancy whatsoever. We will know we are fish on. So, right, I said it last time, I'm going to say it again. Hopefully I'll be back very soon with a fish to show you. I forgot to say as well. So I was saying to G about parking up. Obviously when you're in a car, it ain't so bad for parking. When you're in a camper van, it's quite tricky to park up in a camper van. So I said to G, where are we going to park the camper van every night for like these 5-6 nights? So G said, right, well what we do is, if we go to a pub and they've got a car park, we'll go in the pub, we'll have a couple of beers, and then we'll ask the landlord, landlady, if we're okay just to stay in their car park overnight in the camper van. So I said, so that means every night we're away, we've got to go to a pub and have a couple of beers. And G was pretty much like, yeah. so yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of fishing and a lot of drinking. If every night we've got to find a pub to park in a pub car park. I don't think we have to actually park in a pub car park. I think G just wants to have a few beers while we're away on holiday. I'm calling it a holiday, it's away, innit? If we're at a Great Yarmouth for a week, as far as I'm concerned, that's a holiday, and we're fishing. I can't believe how still this rod tip is. There's absolutely no movement on that tip whatsoever. The wind is zero. The wind we've had recently has been absolutely ridiculous. We had like 50, 60 odd mile an hour winds in that the other day. Torrential downpours. And at the moment, absolutely nothing. I need to get a fish. I need to catch. I know this is only my second time I've been fishing in 2025, but as of yet, 2025, I have not caught a fish, like nothing. I have to get a dab out today, or a whiting, at least I have to. I cannot blank. If I blank, I do not hear the end of it off my boys, I'll tell you. I'll go on the group chat later, they'll be like, how'd you get on this morning? And if I put normally I don't say 0, I say you have to watch the video and find out. As soon as I say you have to watch the video and find out, they know I blanked. They know I have. And I do not hear the end of it. Si, a little while ago, he was going to buy me a fishing book for beginners. He was going to buy fishing book for beginners. Oh my god. Right, the sun is getting brighter and brighter up there, so that is definitely breaking through. It's warming up. All we need is a fish. Well, I just had a first little indication of a knock then. I've been watching that rod. That's my second cast, and it's been out there about 10 minutes, and it's done absolutely nothing. And all of a sudden, the rod tip just had a little quiver. So again, that's either something playing around with a bait, or it's a crab, and he's pinching the bait off that bottom hook, because the bottom hook's right on the seabed. Like I say, that's below the weight, so that is right on the seabed, that bottom hook. But we definitely had a little quiver then, and that's what I was saying. If you have a little quiver, you know it's definitely saying playing around with a bait, because there's absolutely zero wind on this beach. If it goes again, if we have another little quiver, we will reel that in and we will see what is happening. Because even if it is crab stripping the bait, I'm going to have to put fresh bait on there. Otherwise I've got hooks out there with no bait on, and that's going to obviously catch nothing. Right, we'll keep an eye on that. If that quivers again, we'll have that in. We have not blanked. We haven't blanked. We've pulled ourselves out a little dab. And look, bait's been stripped off that bottom one, off the middle one. We pulled ourselves out. Turn around a little bit, mate. We pulled ourselves out a little dab. And he's taking the hook right down there. I'll have to get the old we'll get the older scourges out and we'll get him off. But look at that, we haven't blanked, and that is our first fish of 2025. Hey, we saved the blank. We saved the blank. Let me give that screen a little wipe. There's a little smudge on there. We have saved the blank. He's only a tiny little dab, and I said that'd probably be the first fish we catch. It'd be a dab, but there you go. It's just coming up to 8 o'clock, so we've been here what, half hour, and that was the second cast. And like I say, I've only got the one rod out. I haven't got two rods out. I've only got one rod, so that limits your chance, doesn't it, to getting fish out. But there you go. We haven't blanked. So when the boys go later, how'd you get on? At least I can say, well, I had a dab out, and he weren't too bad a size. I don't think he was keeper size or anything. He weren't far off keeper size, but he weren't one of those little tiny little ones. So there you go, not bad. And he took squid, because that's all I've got. Right, come on, we need some more. We need some more fish. We need different fish, and we need bigger fish. Hey, here we go. Species number 2. We have pulled ourselves out a little pouting. Oh, look, just hooked in the corner of his mouth there. He's only just hooked. Tiny little pouting. But you know what? I don't care. That's 2 fish, and that's 2 species. Right, let's get him off, and we'll get him back in. Well, there you go. I've been fishing about an hour. It's just gone 8:30. So I've been here about an hour, and we've had 2 fish out. We've had a little dab out and a little pouting out by 2 different species. So that's 2 ticks off my sheet already. None of them are great size though, but still, fish is a fish and a tick is a tick. I didn't cast so far that time, and when I reeled in that pouting, quite a bit of weed on there. Where my main line goes onto my shock leader. On that knot, there's a fair bit of weed building up on that. We've only got an hour and it's high tide. 9:30 is high tide, so as that is getting to high tide now, that's starting to bring a bit of weed in with it as well. So, like I say, I've not gone nowhere near as far that time. I've gone out maybe 40-50 yards, just sort of flicked it out a little bit, hopefully trying to avoid that weed. Oh, 1 hour, 2 fish, 2 species. Let's hopefully get some more. Well, it's all gone very quiet, very quiet. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock. So we have got half an hour till high tide. But it's gone very quiet. No knocks, no nibbles, no bites, no nothing. So what's that? Been fishing an hour and a half. We've had the 2 fish out. So like I say, we've got half hour of this tide still coming in. When it gets to high tide, hopefully the fishing picks up a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie. Well, tiredness is kicking in a little bit. Like I say, I started at 6 last night till 6 this morning, got home, bacon sandwich, cup of tea, come straight out fishing. I was needing to get out, I just needed to do a bit of fishing. I haven't been fishing for so long, I just needed to get out and get a couple of hours down this beach. So, like I say, I ain't going to do another hour, I reckon. I reckon I'll fish up to about 10:30. Up to about 10. What's time now? What's time now? 9 o'clock. Is it? Yeah. And I don't even know what's going on. Right, it's just coming up to 9 o'clock. High tide's in half hour, which is 9:30. So I'm going to fish up to about 10. I'll do another hour, and then that's it. Then I need to get home. I need to get my head down, get some sleep. I'm back in work tonight. I'm back in at 6 o'clock tonight till 6 tomorrow morning. So I need to get some sleep. And like I say, I just had to get down here. I had to hit the beach. Had to do a bit of fishing. So we've only had the 2 fish out, but at least it's 2 fish. We haven't blanked. There's nothing worse than standing on the beach for a few hours and totally blanking. We haven't blanked, so all good. But hopefully, give it a half hour, high tide. Hopefully the fishing picks up a little bit. I'm just double checking. Is it coming up to 9 o'clock? Yeah, 8:54. It's coming up to 9 o'clock. I've doubted myself then. I only just looked at the clock 5 minutes ago, and I just totally forgot what the time was. That's what happens. I've only got another, what am I now, 50? What have I got, 15 years, something like that, 16, 17 years, and then I retire. Once I retire, I haven't got to worry about doing night shifts and coming straight to the beach. I can just come straight to the beach. I can wake up, straight to the beach, go Wetherspoons with all the other old boys in the afternoon, have a few afternoon beers with all the oldies. Can't believe I'm nearly 50. I turned 49 in January. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, come on fish. Come on. But I'll tell you what, I say I'm 49, nearly 50, but I've still got it. I'm still energetic. I know I'm a little bit tired because of night shift, but look at me, man, look. I've still got, when I go out clubbing down there on nightclubs, I've still got the moves, I've still got the dancing, I still do the old, you know what I mean? Look, 50 years old, eh? I've still got it. What it is I've got, I don't know, but I've still got it. I think I'll get it from my dad. I mean, my dad's 86, 87, something like that. He was born in 1939, my dad. And I'll tell you what, he's still mobile, he still gets about. He only handed his entry form for the Krypton factor in last week, you know what I mean? I've got to go around tomorrow, help him fill the form out for gladiators. Pfft, mate, he's still got it, I'll tell you. So, I think I'll get it off him. I think it's in my genes. Come on, give me some fish. I'll tell you what, is anyone the same as me? When I go fishing with G and Si or two of the boys, you got people to talk to. But when you go fishing on your own, you've only got yourself to talk to. And obviously having the camera helps because I can talk to a camera. But, I don't know, when you're just down the beach and you're fishing on your own and the fishing is quiet and you're just standing around for half hour at a time, I don't know, just sends you a bit loopy, doesn't it? Here we go, fish number 3, little dab, tiny little dab. We pulled some weed out again on that knot. We've got him down here, just come out. Very mottled skin, but the hook is only just in the top of the mouth there, so nice and easy to get off. Right, we get him off, we get some fresh bait and we get it back out there. Fish number 3. Here we go, fish number 4, and we have pulled ourselves out another tiny little dab. Oh, yeah, I can see the hook. He's only hooked in the top of the mouth there. So again, nice and easy to get off. He's moving around, a little wriggler. Right, we'll get him off and we're getting back in. But fish number 4. It has just gone 9:30, so that is high tide right now. We're right on high tide. I'll tell you what, that's hardly come up at all, really. I thought it was going to come up to like these stones here. Nowhere near. We're all the way down there still. So I haven't seen what the height of the tide was, but it's a pretty low height. It's hardly come up. So yeah, it's just gone 9:30. I've just decided. I just talked to G on the phone, and he was like, "How long am I down there for?" I'm literally going to be down here till 10 o'clock. I'm doing another half hour. I'm going to fish till 10 and then I'm going to call it, because my bed is calling me. My eyes are closing. I'm yawning. I need sleep. I'll tell you what, that fog, mist, whatever you want to call it, that's coming in thick again. I can't even see that Wellington pier now. I could see that pier earlier and a few of the structures on the end of it. I could see an outline of someone walking towards me down there. Sun's all very hazy behind those clouds up there. Yeah, that mist is coming in thick and fast. Like I say, I'll start packing my gear down in a bit. Hopefully get a couple more fish out here. That was a little knock. Keep an eye on that. That was a little knock then. Start packing my gear down. And like I say, I've only been using squid baits today. I've had no worm, no lugworm, no ragworm. Like I say, nothing was open when I come down here. I've always got squid in the freezer. I picked that up. I picked a bag up about a week ago. I picked it up. So I was going to go fishing last week. But when I got my day off, the weather told me I weren't going fishing. But yeah, I picked my bag of squid up. So shout out to the boys down at Pownall's. They're on Regent Road in Great Yarmouth. That's where I'll get my squid from. Like I say, if I had to come fishing a bit later, I'd have either gone Gorton Tackle Centre or I'd gone to see Billy Seaman down at Tackler's Den, and I'd have got a bit of fresh lug. But like I say, nothing was open. So just squid baits, that's all we had today. But we pulled fish out, so we ain't done too bad, have we? Here we go, another dab, tiny little one again. Again, all very mottled skin. I don't know, what's that now, 5 fish, 6 fish, something like that. Absolutely tiny, but nicely hooked in the mouth. We'll get him off, we're getting back in, we'll get some fresh bait on, and that'll probably be my last cast then, I reckon. Right, let's get matey off, come on, throw him back. Right, that is it, that is me all done. I'm all packed up, I'm gonna make a move. How did we do? Well, we caught fish, that is the main thing. We didn't blank. We didn't have nothing too good out, nothing too big out, nothing was really keeper size, but we didn't blank, which is always a positive. There's always next time. Like I say, I think G is fishing tomorrow, so jump on to G's fishing experience. He's going to be fishing somewhere tomorrow. I'm going to speak to him and see if he wants to go fishing again Monday. Hopefully we get some fishing in on Monday. Like I say, it's meant to be a pretty decent week this week. So that is it. Right, time for me to go home, have a nice cup of tea, get warm, have a wash, get my head down, and then wake up, night shift. This video is going on tonight. What's today? Today is March the 1st, today, Saturday. So this video will be going on. I'm either going to upload it later when I wake up before work, or I will do it when I'm at work a bit later. But the video is definitely going on. Right, massive thanks for watching the video, guys. What else can I say? We've had fish, we haven't blanked, we've done alright. Right, you know what to do. Hit that like button, put a comment, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Get yourself subscribed to my channel, and in that way you'll see all my videos. As soon as I do a video, you'll get a notification, and then you're never going to miss out. Because who wants to miss out on Dave catching fish? No one. No one wants to miss out. Right, that's what you got to do. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. Right, that is it. Let's get back to the car. Let's get home. At least we've only got like literally about a minute drive. I've literally got a minute drive and I'm home. So let's get ourselves back there. Right, massive thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully see you on the next one, which will be Monday. But definitely be seeing you soon. Right, take care of yourselves, tight lines, hope you all catch plenty of fish, and I will see you soon. Going fishing, we're going fishing.